In the last lesson, we talked about tenses, basically how we change verbs in time. And that's very important. That's really important to understand. But we also need to begin to use English in real situations. We need to be able to apply it to things we need to do in real life. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about how to invite people to do something. We're going to go through lots of examples, and we're going to frame this around a phone call, because that just helps us make it pretty simple. We're going to do it as a single phone call, one friend inviting another friend to go out to eat. That will be basically our situation. And we're going to go through lots of words and phrases and the steps of the call, how it usually happens, basically. The things we learn in this lesson, I want to be very clear, can be used in lots of other situations. And just because we learn something doesn't mean that's the only way this can be done. There are many ways to invite. There are many phrases that we will not learn today that you can use which are also correct. So I just want to be clear about that first. Okay, now I also understand that nowadays most people invite other people on, Facebook Messenger or whatever app you use, right? You don't actually call somebody on the phone very often and ask them to go somewhere with you, probably. But it's still a basic skill, and you can use the same thing in person, and in fact, you can use the same thing in a text message as well. Maybe it's a little different, but the basic ideas are the same. We're going to talk about how at the beginning of a call you need to have small talk, and then we'll go into making sure the person at the other end is actually available right now to talk to you, and how we actually handle that situation. Then we'll actually ask the other person if they would like to do something. We'll do it in a way that's realistic, not in a very fake way, like I would like you to go with me, or I would like to invite you to blah blah blah. Actually not very common. We'll use some real natural words and phrases to invite someone to eat, and then we'll talk about how we can say no without being really rude, and how we can say yes and show different levels of excitement. And then finally we'll talk about how we can talk about where we're going to eat and confirm where we're going to go.